Hey everyone, my name's Abby and welcome to Brown and Bougie, the podcast about me, a brown girl living in a bougie world.
Hello, and welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for your feedback and the response, I suppose, from the last podcast. It was definitely a risk that I took to just put myself out there. So thank you for making it worthwhile for me. I really do appreciate that. So keep liking, keep commenting, and keep subscribing. Actually, that doesn't make any sense because you can only subscribe once, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Today, I'm going to take a very simple concept, which we all tend to get wrong, but when we get it right, it's amazing. And that topic is friendship. When you grow up, you always have so many friends and you tell yourself that, these are your BFFLs. They're your best friends for life and they're going to be there forever and ever and ever. No one said that there's nothing wrong with that. We all have friends like that. But when you are little, the way you think about what friendship is very different to how you kind of interpret that word when you're older. The older I got from my own experiences was I realized that you've got to really surround yourself with good people, good vibes, and the people who are genuinely there for you and because they care about you and because they love you, and that's what friendship is about. I have never really struggled with the concept of being social, so I do go out a lot, I do have different groups of friends and things like that. However, there's only a handful of people that I could say right now who are generally my friends. The word friendship is something that you can interpret however you want. I would say friendship to me is having that support system, having that backbone, and having those people there for you who you know that you don't have to fake yourself, you don't have to be someone else. You can be as happy as you want with them, as sad as you want, as angry as you want, and they're not going to treat you any differently. As far as I'm concerned, there's two kind of choices that you can make when it comes to the people that you surround yourself with. Number one is friendship, and number two is your relationship, effectively. Think about it. When you grow up, you have obviously teachers and you go to work and you have colleagues and even your parents and your siblings. They're not choices that we can actually make. Those people are just there. They are there and you appreciate that relationship and you take it as it is. Whereas when it comes to your friends and your relationship, you make that choice. So when you make that choice, no one ever said that you get it right the first time. There is no such thing as having the same groups of friends and the same number of friends for the rest. That doesn't exist. It doesn't happen that way. And I'm not saying that this is supposed to be like, oh my God, that's so sad. It's not like that. It's just life. People change, things change, the way people look at things change. And because of that change, it can do you good, obviously, but it can also kind of take people away from you. I will 100% tell you that from my own experiences, in the last year, I have lost so many people because of little things. It's misunderstandings and miscommunications between one another. And there's nothing you can do when you've tried to salvage that relationship. I feel like, they say that you are only going to be as good as the people you surround yourself with. So you've got to kind of be brave enough to let the people who are weighing you down go. That's just how it is. It's not that, oh yeah, your friends do that in a manipulative way. It's nothing like that. But I'm just saying that you've got to learn to value yourself before you value other people. I was in a situation where I had a group of friends and I literally thought that we would go all together. I thought we would do mums clubs together. And I used to think that they were the closest things I had to family, right? And after the year went by and things changed for me, my priorities changed, life became about my career, became about me. And that doesn't mean that, I have to give you my undivided attention all the time and I had to always be there physically and things like that. That's not what it was about. I was always going to be there for my friends, but they just didn't appreciate it. So from my perspective, I tried my best. I tried to make things work. I tried to go out of my way to do things I didn't really want to do, but I just did it because I was like, no, these people are good people. They've always been good to me. And you kind of feel like you owe them, right? But towards the end of it, I kind of got to a point where, I don't know, I was doing so much and it just wasn't being appreciated. Your value doesn't really decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. They didn't think of me as being worthy. They didn't fight for my friendship. So fine, if you're not going to do that, then okay, I'm going to walk away, because any relationship, whether that be between siblings, between mother and daughter, whatever, it's a two-way thing. I can't be making all the effort all the time, can I? This is just me speaking on my own experiences, but I'm more than sure there's loads of people who have either been in the same positions where they've just lost people and you kind of don't really know why, or they've been in a position where they've tried their best and they just can't do anything about it. And there's no one to blame. There's nothing you can do. Obviously you can always try to make it work, but if you can't, there's only so much, right? So it was just one of those things that I thought about, how the concept of quality of friends is way, way, way more important than the quantity of friends will ever be. That's definitely something I've learned in the last year. The number of friends I have has significantly decreased, but I know that these people who are my friends now, they genuinely know me. I don't feel like I have to be someone else. I can just tell them whatever I want, not feel like I'm going to be judged, and they will just take me for it. That's what friendship is about. Whether you're a guy and you have loads of girlfriends, or whatever it is, even if you're boys and it's your girls, I'm telling you that appreciating friendship and the people around you is so important. So another thing I kind of wanted to mention was, whilst we're talking about the not so great ones, you've always got to value the good ones. I've had my best friend, I've literally known her since I was 0. She is a couple of weeks older than me and we have literally grown up together. I have my best friend who I love to bits, but we have a relationship where we don't speak every day. She doesn't know every minute detail of my life. And now we've grown up, we do different things, our jobs and careers and our lifestyles are so much more different. But I know no matter what, if I ever needed her, she will be there for me. And we speak maybe once every month. I see her maybe once every 2 months, and that's fine. That's just the dynamic of our relationship, and that's okay. But then I also have friends who I speak to every minute of every single day. They know every single thing about my day. They know what time I'm waking up, like what I'm eating and things like that. And I suppose that's the two types of friendships you can have, like the kind of relationships of friends you can have. You've always got to remember that your personal relationship with your friend, it shouldn't be defined based on what social media says. It should be based on how you two work together. It's about how you two connect, or you and your boys connect, or you and your girls connect. That's what it's about. Honestly, people do what they want to do, right? So if someone didn't want to be mates with you or whatever, they would have been long gone a very long time ago. And I'll always remember that. Once my first friend left, it kind of just became like, oh, okay, so she doesn't actually appreciate me, so why should I care? And that's the kind of attitude that, started coming up kind of in my head, I suppose. So it's just one of those things that you've always got to remember, that you are worthy of friendship and you are worthy of good friendship. So take the time whenever you can to tell your boy or to tell your girl that you love them and you appreciate them, because I'm telling you, life is way too short. But appreciate the people around you, because they are effectively your support system. They are your backbone. And when it comes to friends, always remember that you just have to make sure that you treat them the way you feel like you should be treated. Like I said before, a relationship is a two-way system. So treat your friends the way you want to be treated. Don't expect things from them when you wouldn't do it for them yourself. That's not fair to them. And that's also not fair to you, because you're kind of living in denial. So always remember, any kind of relationship, but more so friends, because, they're going to be there for you, good times, bad times, ugly times, whatever it is. Always remember that it's a two-way thing. For the first time ever in my Tutida segment, I am going to do a Tamil song. For those who know me really well, if you want to know me really well, Tamil music is one of the biggest things in my life. My first word was Tamil, so I went to Tamil school when I was 3. So growing up with Tamil music, it was just something I used to do. So this is like one of my all-time favorite classic 90s Tamil song. It was composed by the famous composer A.R. Rahman. And if you don't know him, he also did the Slumdog Millionaire soundtrack and stuff. And he's literally like one of the biggest musicians in Tamil of all Tamil time. Also, I believe did this song in a Hindi version too. And this song was also kind of remixed and remade by will.i.am into the song It's My Birthday. So I'm pretty sure you guys know what song I'm going to say, but it's the song called Urvasi from Kadalan. And it has a couple of English words here and there, but it's just like a nice, fun-filled, peppy kind of song. It just literally reminds me of my childhood. So that's pretty much why I wanted to do this song today. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I shall see you next time. Thanks again. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my SoundCloud channel, and also follow me on Instagram at brownandbougie__. I hope you all have a great day wherever you are. I'm sending all the love, all the positive vibes, and stay smiling, stay you, and don't forget to tune in next time. See you soon. Bye.
கண்டதும் காதல் வழியாது கண்களால் தப்பும் வழியாது பூனையில் செல்வம் கிடையாது ஆண்களில் ராமன் கிடையாது புரட்சிகள் ஏதும் செய்யாமல்